My name is Daniel Lopez. I'm running for City Council District 1. Let me tell you an Paso story. When I was 14 years old, 1980, I lived on Canada Street. That's by Yarborough and Montana. I just got a job working for the Sisters of Laredo at Nazareth Hall. $1.50 an hour I was being paid. So all summer I worked so I could buy clothes for my first year in high school. After the summer, I was on the bus coming home because I used to have to run at 5 o'clock in the morning from Montana and Yarborough to the Sisters of Laredo because there was no buses that morning. Every day in the summer I ran 12 miles. I would ride the bus home, thank God it was available. When I was on that bus on that last day, I had my last check, I thought. Opened up the envelope, it's not my last check. It's a $506 bonus that the sisters decided to give to me. When I got home, showed it to my mom. She said, we gotta make a copy of it. And then with that check, we were able to turn back on the gas, the electricity, and buy some food because my dad had just lost his job. Now, to be continued.
Hello, Mr. Member. My first question to you is, what is your perspective on consolidating city and county services?
Well, that's been happening lately. My first day here, I was at the amphitheater, California Canyon, doing a state inspection because the state was looking at what the city had just done in renovations because we were taking over the California Canyon area. Because of the cost associated with maintaining that, the city took over. And that has been the direction that the cities had to go, including with health inspections and things of that nature. I think it needs to be a little bit more open to the public, that if that's the intent that we're going to go, we need to make that available to the public to make those choices with us, not just simply just do it out of necessity.
Good evening, Mr. Lopez. What is your opinion of our local labor unions, and what is your opinion of the ongoing contract negotiations with our firefighters and the previous negotiations with our police officers?
Well, number one, without law enforcement or the firefighters, we lose in quality of life. They're directly linked. And as far as I'm concerned, they're my number one point in the campaign. I support them because they do the job that we need them to do. Without them, we're going to be lost. So we can work this out. I'm just disappointed that the city government has allowed it to come forward into the public like they have to come hand in hand so that we can decide these personnel matters when that could have been handled at the table. And so I think stronger leadership can do that with those cooperations. And I'm used to that kind of collaborative effort.
Mr. Lopez, traffic has been getting progressively worse in West El Paso. What ideas do you have to prevent the type of traffic that exists in other parts of the city?
Well, number one, since Irene Ramirez has just been newly appointed as the Director of Engineering, I've worked with her in the past, and I'm familiar with how engineering can phase out certain projects. I'm prepared to discuss how can we best phase these projects, how can we maybe even work at night to accelerate their progression so that we can get on with traffic. Because we're trapped. Mesa's knocked out, Sunline's knocked out, down in the valley, over here in the country club, it's all blocked. We're just congested because of the way it's been pushed through. So that can be resolved quickly. Okay, now, part two. My dad got a job, thank God. I went to Bel Air High School. I made it, I'm qualified to be on varsity. I became the third man on the varsity team in cross country and track. We went to state, we got third, I got a medal. Got transferred to Isleta. Went to state several more times. Got a scholarship to University of Texas Pan American, full ride. Went to work for the city of Brownsville. Came home to El Paso because I was offered a job. And here I am right now, asking for the honor of my neighbors of West El Paso to give me the opportunity to serve as their next City Council representative for District 1, because this is not, this is an El Paso story, and the story is, you work hard, you give back, and you do good.